They'll be like, that's a cool tattoo, what's it from? Not, that's Selena Sargothian's face on your fucking butt cheek. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. At this point, it's quite obvious that my hyperfixation knows zero balance. So what better way to solidify my bookish obsession than permanently etching it onto my skin? Which I will say is really fucking stupid because I'm the type to hyperfixate on something really heavily and then casually forget about it on a random Tuesday afternoon. So hopefully I don't regret these decisions, but I don't think I will because I think that they're beautiful. These are all of the bookish tattoos that I have ever gotten. It's not many, but I'm gonna tell you, I got lots of ideas. So these are also the hopeful bookish tattoos that I think I may be able to one day get if I still am as obsessed with it as I am right now. So right now I have a total of 5 tattoos and 3 of them are bookish, and I got those 3 bookish tattoos in the span of a year and a half, which says a lot because yeah, I started reading 2 years ago, like heavily reading 2 years ago, and then suddenly within a few months I just kept going. I was like, I like this one, I like that one, and then now here I am. The first bookish tattoo that I got it on a flash tattoo sale, but I convinced myself that it was an intentional tattoo, even though I got it from the pre-selected bunch. I thought it was a sign. I thought it was a sign that I had been thinking about getting a tattoo for my current read, which was ACOTAR, the first series that got me into it. Again, the hyperfixation is kind of fucking insane because it was the first series I ever fully invested myself in, and I was like, I want it. But I convinced myself that it was a sign. I convinced myself it was a sign that I was thinking about getting a tattoo for it, and suddenly they had a flash tattoo sale, and they had this one stencil that reminded me so much of fantasy books in general, because I knew that I would always stay within the fantasy genre because it's something I've always been interested in. But it really gave silver flames, and I was in the middle of reading Nesta's book. Yeah, I had not finished the series. And I was like, I really hope that I really love Silver Flames because I'm gonna get a Silver Flames tattoo. My mom was not happy. My mom was not happy that I randomly decided, I was like, this is my series, got this random tattoo. I also told her it was gonna be itty bitty. It's not itty bitty. So this is my, I don't know if you can see it. So this is my Silver Flames inspired tattoo. First of all, it has like the stairs, which to me just gave me, Nesta can't climb those 1,000 steps. 1,000? 10,000? Nesta cannot climb the many steps that she has to climb. How impactful. And then it's like in a little thing and it feels so magical. And there's a little star and I was like, that's so Valaris coded, it was meant for me, so I got it. And genuinely, I'm so glad that that was the first bookish tattoo that I got because that series did genuinely change my life. And I feel like Nesta's entire journey was so impactful to me and was the first character development story that I felt very, very deeply. And then to make it even better, I started reading Throne of Glass. I'm sorry, do you see the similarities between the cover of Throne of Glass and the tattoo? When I started reading Throne of Glass and it became my Roman Empire, the best favorite series that I will ever read, have ever read, I was like, holy fucking shit, I just got the Throne of Glass cover tattooed on my body. How did I know? Because I didn't even know what Throne of Glass was by the time that I got this tattoo. I'm a genius. Meaning that now the tattoo has a double meaning. But since I'm still missing one of the 3 SJM series that take place in that world, I'm kind of thinking of adding like a little crescent moon on the outside for Crescent City. So it's just kind of like all put together, my little Massverse tattoo. But we'll see, I have to read Crescent City first, but she has not let me down at this point, so I'm almost 100% positive that I will be adding a Crescent City addition to that tattoo. Like I had said, my mom was not happy that I got this tattoo. One, I told her it was gonna be really small. It was not. I didn't want to get a tattoo and then just make it like super tiny because I was gonna get it small, but then it's a big like area that small just did not look well. So I wasn't gonna get something just to get it. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to make sure that this is permanent, so it's gonna be permanently good. And my mom was like, why would you get a tattoo for a book? And then she read the book and we got matching Sarah J. Maas tattoos. And honestly, it is my favorite tattoo. It is so incredibly meaningful to me. I got it 6 months after this one. So every 6 months I was like, another one, thank you. So I had convinced my mom to read ACOTAR and she absolutely fell in love with it. And on my birthday, I gifted her a script tattoo from ACOTAR and she gifted me my script tattoo from ACOTAR. I got it here. I absolutely love her. Originally, I was gonna get to The Stars Who Listen, and she was gonna get to The Dreams That Are Answered. But we started reading Throne of Glass at the same time, and I swear to you, from book one, before I even associated Throne of Glass to this tattoo, from book one, I told my mom, listen, I can already feel it in my bones. This series is going to change my life. Like, this series is gonna be my Roman Empire, my Rowan Empire, and I really think that I need to get an addition to that for Throne of Glass. Like, we're already gonna get a tattoo. You're loving this series. This series changed my life. ACOTAR changed yours. I think that we should add a Throne of Glass piece to it. So I ended up getting to The Stars Who Listen to whatever end. My mom ended up getting to The Dreams That Are Answered to whatever end. And mind you, I also got that Throne of Glass tattoo when I think I was on Heir of Fire. They had not even said to whatever end to each other. Wait, no. I planned it. When I was on Heir of Fire. We ended up getting it when I had just finished Kingdom of Ash. But I hadn't even seen the meaning of to whatever end. I had just said, listen, I see people posting to whatever end. I think this is the one. And thank God that I was not wrong. Now, my mom started Crescent City recently. I have not started Crescent City yet because I'm a fucking horrible person. I'm terrified. I'm terrified that the series are just gonna end and I'm not gonna know what to do. But she started it because she's bored. So she said that we were not gonna add a Crescent City edition. I don't believe her. I do not believe her. I think she's gonna fall in love with the series because Sarah J Maas is her favorite author, and we're gonna add something to it. Right now, my hypothesis is that we're gonna get Lighted Up under it. I think Lighted Up here, maybe up here. Unsure. It's gonna be really long, so I don't know how I feel about it, but like I do wanna 3 and 3, like it makes sense. Finally, I recently, so 6 months after that, I had read Shatter Me. Shatter Me also shattered my life. Tahereh Mafi is my second favorite author after Sarah J Maas, and Shatter Me is my third favorite series after ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. Especially Aaron Warner, I don't know why. Not just on a book boyfriend perspective, like his depth and his character was so incredibly unique to me, and like the way he developed impacted me so deeply that I was like, this man, I want an Ignite tattoo. Basic bitch, I know. My mom was like, again, unhappy. She understood this one after she read ACOTAR, and she was like, Natalie, why? Why are you going to get a tattoo for Shatter Me? She read Shatter Me then. So still, she kind of didn't understand it, right? Because she was like, okay, like she loved it. She's the same as me. Sarah J Maas is her first favorite author. Tahereh Mafi is like a really, really close second. Like she adores the Shatter Me series. But she was like, but why? Like, why do you need to do that? And I was like, Mom, listen to the meaning, okay? In a world where there's so much to grieve and so little good to take, I grieve nothing, I take everything. Ignite. When I told her that, she was like, yes, do it. Get it small though, and get it hidden. I did not get it small, and I did not get it hidden. It's not huge, but it's my most, well, it was my most visible tattoo. I now have a hand tattoo, but it was my most visible tattoo. I was horrified getting this. I swore that she was gonna crucify me. And she almost did, this close to crucifying me, because she's like, Natalie, that shows while you walk, like it's there, like it's there. My mom's not the biggest tattoo fan. She's warmed up though, because when she saw it, she was like, that's beautiful. I want an Ignite tattoo. And I was like, Mom, period. Problem is, she hasn't gotten one, you know? But that's fine. I'm sure that she'll get one eventually. But for now, we got Mommy's approval on all of my tattoos, which is great, because then I got a hand one, and she was like, you know what? I give up. Do whatever you want, girl. I also wanted it to match the UK collector's edition, so I kind of did it in that font, and I wanted it to look like very like minimal and clean, especially for like the meaning of it. Also, this one, I also got it on a flash tattoo sale. I don't know how I keep getting lucky. It's called Manifestation, baby. I really wanted it, and I wanted it in red. Flash tattoo sales are usually in black, and at most, you know, one word if they decide to do that, but usually it's from like a set of like tattoos that they had. They had a Valentine's Day flash tattoo sale where they allowed you to pick a phrase, a script, in whatever font that you wanted, and in red. I was like, shut your fucking mouth. That was literally right after I decided that I wanted the Ignite tattoo, and I wanted it in red. Now I have an obsession with red tattoos. It is my favorite color. And then I was like, they did that, and I was like, this is my sign. This is my sign. The way that I operate is by just thinking that everything is meant to be. And it's worked out so far, because that tattoo is so beautiful to me. I got to show it to Tahereh Mafi when she went on the Watch Me tour. I almost sobbed. I was like, hey, look at this. I'm fucking weird. I like your book though. But that was so awesome because that is, you know, that is Warner's tattoo. So I didn't just get it to match him, I swear. But it's kind of awesome that my #1 book boyfriend and I have matching tattoos. Sadly, that's all the tattoos that I have right now for books. But I do have a lot of hopefuls for books. I recently read Releasing 10. I finished all the Boys of Tommen, but Releasing 10 had like an insane impact on me emotionally. Like I was unwell, like severely unwell for quite some time. I don't know, something about Lizzie and the way that she acts as a person, it touched me a little bit too deeply because I could relate to her reactiveness and to her and the way that she treated Huey. Like I genuinely felt so connected to Releasing 10. I'm gonna put a pause on that one though, because God knows, like I don't have enough data to know what's gonna happen with Lizzie and Huey, because we're still missing 2 fat chunky books and we're also missing other point of views. So I will be taking a step back on that, but I do want a no matter what tattoo. I was thinking about this placement, like around here, maybe here, but I'm not sure. Because no matter what's also kind of basic. So what if I like they release something else later and I'm like, that's a cuter, like more subtle tattoo? Because I do like my tattoos to be nerdy but not make me look like a fucking geek in public. Like they'll be like, that's a cool tattoo, what's it from? Not, that's Selena Sargothian's face on your fucking butt cheek. My basic one and my must need one. I love back tattoos and I love daggers. I want a dagger straight down my spine. I'm thinking either a dagger, because I have an obsession with daggers, an unhealthy obsession with daggers, or because of the length of my spine, a sword. I've been thinking, you know, maybe ataraxia. I've also been thinking Goldrin, but who knows? I feel like maybe I shouldn't just keep getting tattoos for the same series. Maybe I'll read another one. I'll have it subtly be inspired by that series, but in general, there's going to be a dagger and or a sword, some type of medieval weapon across my back. I have a snake obsession. That's another one, like a huge snake obsession. I got, look, perfect timing actually, because I didn't even plan this. Snake earrings, snake necklace. I love snakes. I always have, not the real thing, but the aesthetic of snakes. They've always spoken to me. You'll never guess what Harry Potter house I am in. I am in Slytherin. Sue me, and I'm very happily in Slytherin, so screw you. I've always wanted a Harry Potter tattoo. Thank fucking God, dude, that I did not get one when I wanted a Harry Potter tattoo, because I was in that peak of time where everybody got like the Hunger Games Mockingjay symbol like tattooed on themselves with a Divergent symbol and the Deathly Hallow symbol. I almost got the Deathly Hallow symbol. I'm very happy that I did not. That's why you do not get tattooed before the age of 18. My first tattoo was before the age of 18 though, but don't follow in my footsteps because that one went horribly. That's a backstory for another time though. So instead, since I really do love snakes, aside from Slytherin, and I'm also a Slytherin, and I love Draco Malfoy, I really want a snake tattoo really bad, like really, really bad. But I do want it to be a statement piece, so that's not happening anytime soon. I kind of like, I've thought about maybe like a small snake here. I have seen, which is what my sister wants me to get, like a snake wrapping around here. I just don't want it to look too bulky, so I'm gonna have to really look into that before I do that, because that one's gonna be risky and that one's gonna be out of my comfort zone, because I do love tattoos, but I'm kind of afraid of them. Also, to make it even better, I'm currently reading Manacled and I can already feel like it's gonna destroy me. So either the snake tattoo will just also like represent that, or I get a Manacled tattoo. Sue me. I don't know what's gonna happen. I just don't want to be basic and get the little origami. I don't know what that means yet either. Well, she is making origami. I'm gonna find a symbol for it though. But I also have to give myself time because I can't just slightly like a series and just be like on my body. Ooh, and I do want a Quicksilver tattoo. Only the first book is out, so another big risk. Brimstone is going to come out in November though, so that still gives me some time. I wanted to get a flapping butterfly tattoo. I've also always loved butterflies. I have an addiction to researching the butterfly effect. I really, really like the concept of the butterfly effect. I'm a huge like fate girl. Like I love all of that, aka why I adore fated mates. So I thought I like to like mix the meanings in my tattoos. I want them to be as meaningful as possible-ish. Because the dagger has no meaning except I like the aesthetic of it. So I wanted to get like sort of like a stippling style butterfly tattoo. I've considered just soft butterflies, but like I also really like the idea of a flapping one kind of like on my shoulder. And then Quicksilver and Osha O'Shaylith, it's perfection. Because I really, really, really do love Quicksilver, and Kingfisher's on that list. I'm also a huge geek for Greek mythology. I haven't actually read a Greek mythology inspired story yet, though I do have some I'm really looking forward to reading. But in general, Greek mythology, I've looked into it a lot. I've read a lot about Greek mythology. I've listened to all the stories almost of Greek mythology, and I really want a statue tattoo. a broken statue. Specifically, I think I'd really like the winged victory of Samothrace. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think that is such a beautiful statement tattoo, but I don't know, who knows, because there was another one, I forgot the stories because read them, impacted me, don't have it. It was like where they became trees together, like they were lovers and they became trees together. I've thought about that one. And Icarus. Icarus is one of my favorite stories. I really do have a hyperfixation with Icarus, and I have for a really long time. And I just think that in general, like the myth is beautiful and the aesthetic is even better. So I have also considered the like Icarus like falling down with like the wings melting. And actually, you know what? Icarus. I'm gonna do an Icarus tattoo. And finally, the most meaningful tattoo that I'm really looking forward to getting, sparkles. I really like sparkles. I really like magic. So I want to get some type of like sparkle thing somewhere. Like I know people get them like on their shoulders, like scattered around, maybe like around here. I don't want that many. I just want one place where I have like a little bit of magic going on. So yeah, maybe all my tattoos are not meaningful, but they're very pretty at the very least. I have a fun aesthetic. I know a girl knows what a girl likes. Listen, while spilling all of this tea, all I can think about is, will my mom be mad? Perhaps. Will she watch this video? Perhaps. So shout out to the queen. You know what happens is gonna happen, because will I inevitably do the majority of them and then she's gonna be like, these are so beautiful, this is so artsy, you're so gorgeous? Yeah. That is my little speed run on all of the bookish tattoos that I have, all the bookish tattoos that I'm looking forward to getting. And I would love to know what bookish tattoos you have, what bookish tattoos you might get, and what ideas I could possibly steal, because I know that book girls always find the cutest little like Easter eggs in books that they then turn into some type of design to put on their body. I'm a very artsy person. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So power to my ladies with tattoos. Y'all look hot. They do make us hotter. What can I say? Sadly, those are all the tattoos that I have for now, and if I get more, y'all will know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye!